Hello everyone and welcome back to this channel. I posted on Facebook about having Lyme disease and I wanted to have the people recommend videos that were highly requested about information on Lyme disease, how to deal with it, pain management, etc, etc. And the most requested video was just bringing awareness to what Lyme disease is. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. All right, so let's just start off by defining Lyme disease. The first thing that a lot of people will mention or say is Lyme's disease. That is incorrect. And I actually was corrected by this because I didn't know that it wasn't called that, but it is called Lyme disease. Lyme disease. Lyme disease is a well-known infectious disease that is all 50 states. So just by you being in the desert doesn't keep you away from being infected by bacteria called Borrelia burgdorferi, but it's transmitted usually from a tick to a human. But however, recent studies have shown that Lyme disease can be transmitted from humans to humans, ticks to humans, fleas, termites, mosquitoes, and anything else that can pinch the skin and inject the disease inside of your body. Many doctors will say that you know that you have Lyme disease if you have the bullseye. That is the known symptom to doctors to be able to discover if you have Lyme disease or not. However, that is incorrect. I was diagnosed with Lyme disease 5 years later, and the reason why I didn't get that diagnosis from the start, which is so stupid, was because I didn't have the bullseye. And a lot of new Lyme patients or new Lyme individuals who have this disease have even stated that they never got a bullseye, they never saw a rash. However, years later, they are now discovering that they have all these crazy symptoms which doctors said that they didn't have. So if you do not see a bullseye on your body, do not immediately think that, oh, I'm fine, I don't need to see the doctor. You definitely need to see the doctor immediately. Another myth that a lot of people have been saying about Lyme disease is that if you catch it within the 24 to 48 hours that you've been bitten, you can be cured or you can get rid of the disease and treatment will work for you, which is a complete flat out lie. Even those who have been treated previously and have been cured years later have explained that they have gotten symptoms of Lyme disease. So it's not just one of those things where, oh, I'm healed after 24 to 48 hours where I've been bitten. So please, if you have seen a doctor that has stated that you're fine, you're cured, please do not believe them when they say that, because that's not correct. So your symptoms can range anywhere from 3 days to 30 days to several years. The thing is, once you have gotten bit by a tick, just watch what your symptoms are to see how progressive your Lyme disease is. Now, I feel like a lot of people don't take the seriousness of Lyme disease as they would with cancer or any other infectious disease like AIDS or Crohn's disease, fibromyalgia. They don't take Lyme disease as serious because a lot of people, no offense, but just like I was, are kind of ignorant to knowing the information about it. And that's just a fact. Like before I was sick, I didn't think anything of it. I just thought that when you get a tick bite, you take it off, you get some ointment, you're fine. You're fine. No illness, no disease that's gonna flat out kill you. Until I'm now sick, and now I'm like, wow, I wish I had taken some precautionary stages. So your symptoms can range from 3 days to 30 days to several years. You just won't know the symptoms until they actually start happening. So some of the symptoms are, and I'll just put a star next to the ones that I have, headaches, neck stiffness, rashes, arthritis, joint pain or swelling, drooping of your face when you're looking up if your face starts drooping, Bell palsy, I think that's how they pronounce it, heart palpitations, an irregular heartbeat, inflammation in the brain, you know, that feeling where you feel high all the time but you're not high. I get that a ton of times. So the illness is actually affecting your brain and your whole entire nervous system. The tingling sensations up and down your arms, spine, legs, fingers and toes. Seizures. Seizures is a late stage. And then you have the migraines, massive migraines, light headaches, cluster headaches, burning sensations like we talked about with the tingling sensations, massive anxiety, and massive depression. Then you also have sensitivity to light. So those are all the symptoms that you might have. You can kind of do your research on them and kind of see like how they progress and what stages they may come. These might come in order, they might come in random times. So you just kind of have to learn what your triggers are. Once you have these problems, you definitely want to go see a doctor immediately. And I can do a deeper video of what kind of doctor you want to see, because you don't want to go to a primary care physician or a rheumatologist to go and get these symptoms checked out and figured out, because 1 out of 10 times they're not going to do the correct testing and the blood test samples and whatnot to even be able to figure out what's wrong with you. And chances are you're gonna go through a rabbit hole like all of us other Lyme individuals have had to go through. So I will do a video on how to find the right doctor, because it took me 5 years to find the right doctor, and I don't want it to take you guys that long. And then once you find the right doctor, help them get you the diagnosis to show and prove that you have, even if it's an early stage of Lyme disease, late stage of Lyme disease. Just let them help you figure out what's going on with your body. Here are some of the stages that Lyme disease can categorize. So you have the early stage, which is getting the bullseye rash if you have it, flu-like symptoms like tingling sensations, chills, night sweats, sore throat, swollen lymph nodes, and candida. For you guys that don't know what candida is a, I guess you can say like growing yeast inside of your tongue and your body. You can get a lot of yeast infections, vaginal infections, or you can also get yeast infections inside your mouth. And you can kind of see candida on the back of your tongue. If it's a thick whited coat all over your tongue, you have candida and you have to get that treated for. The yeast is growing inside of your body. And so those are the early stages of seeing that you have Lyme disease. It could also be that you're just sick, but those are normally the early stages of Lyme disease. Then you have the second stage. The second stage is where the flu-like symptoms go into more of progressive pain. So then you have the weakness in arms and legs, vision changes. Okay, and then some of the late stages include arthritis, headaches worsening, massive vertigo, and sleep disorientation. And then also mental confusion is a big one, then seizures. So definitely get treated before you get to the second to late stages. Okay, so now that you know about this tricky invisible illness, crazy and insane illness that's just taking over the world, literally. They call it the great imitator for a reason. It mimics a lot of other illnesses and diseases, which is why you might get misdiagnosed quite a few times before you actually find what's actually wrong with you. If you're learning about Lyme disease now, definitely do tons of research. But now that you know just a little bit about Lyme disease and how tricky it can be, please tell this to your friends and families. That way they also become aware as you are. And stay tuned for more videos. I am trying to make videos once a week. Weekends are normally the easiest time that I can be able to post all these videos. So stay tuned. Comment down below if you are dealing with Lyme disease, or if you're dealing with any type of autoimmune disease. Definitely let me know. I would really appreciate to know that I'm not the only one that's on here having day-to-day pains and just issues on a day-to-day basis. So comment down your story below. I'd love to hear them. Definitely do not be shy. Like and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down there. And I will see you all in the next video.